Hey, I got something new I wanted to talk about today. It's an Insta360 Ace Pro. Seems to be some confusion on the name. Insta360 isn't a 360 camera. Insta360 is a company. They make an X1, X2, X3 camera. This is an Ace Pro. This is more of an action camera. Some people don't want to call it an action camera because it has a flip screen. Okay, close it and it locks in place. That's not a flip screen anymore, and it's no more vulnerable than the screen on a GoPro. They want to complain about it not having a removable lens. Well, actually it is removable. It's glued on. You can take it off. There is a company that makes replacement lenses for it. One of the problems I have seen a few people have is with the USB door. When you open the door, it won't even open all the way. You have to pull out on the door a little bit, then it'll go all the way up. You can plug in a USB cable or get your micro SD card. The door pops off. You can see there's a little ridge. If I get that just right. Okay, there we go. That has to be lined up. If you open the door and accidentally pop this thing off, it's not going to go back on like this. You have to actually extend the center piece. That's what it looks like when it's retracted. It doesn't stick out past the end. Once you extend that past the end, it's ready to put on the camera. There's a little bar right here. You line the opening. See, that's at an angle. So you have to line that opening up with the correct angle, and you can hear it. It snaps into place. So you hear it snap. Now the door's back on. You can close it. One person even sent the camera back because he said the door was defective. It's hard to put back on if you don't understand the principle of it. That's fine, but his evidence that it was defective and that Insta360 knew it is because they made replacement doors. Now, GoPro makes replacement doors. You pull these doors off on purpose, they get lost. So they've got to make replacement doors. This is where the audio adapter goes in if you want. My purpose for using a Bluetooth microphone is that I can keep the camera waterproof. So for motovloggers or whomever, you don't have to have this USB door open in order to do that. One other complaint that I've seen, if you push down really hard on the battery door, it will unlock. And the thought was, or appeared to be, that this clip on the end was defective. That's not a clip. That's just molded into the plastic. It gives you a convenient place to pull the door, and that's how you release it as you pull it down. There is no clip. This is just one molded piece. If you push extremely hard, or moderately hard, I guess it depends on the strength of your grip. But if you push right here on the top of the door, you're physically moving the whole door down and it will unlock. Personally, I don't see that as a problem. It seems to me that's not an issue for many people. I've only heard one person bring it up. If you're underwater and you drop the camera, it's going to go slow enough that's going to not hit anything hard enough to open. You're going to have to get something that catches it just right to make that happen. That's just my opinion. You may agree with the other person. The last thing I want to talk about on this is the supposed magnetic mount. All right. This mount, while it is magnetized, it does not attach magnetically to the camera. The magnets get it into place, but you can see it's not latched. All you have to do is push down on it. You heard it click. Now it's locked into place, and it's not going to go anywhere. Dave Manning did a very good test on this. I'm not going to duplicate. The magnets just line it up and make it easy to get back on the camera. I guess that's about the most of my rant. I've seen people that don't know how to change the settings, say it's too sharp and you can't change it. You can change it. There's going to be some firmware coming out where you can turn the HDR on and off independently of the frame rate. So I hear. As far as everything goes, I haven't had a chance to use this a lot. One of the things I want to experiment with, and one of the things this video is going to be about, I'm going to try to pair this with a Bluetooth headset. I've paired it with this Bluetooth headset before, and it works just fine. But AirPods sound terrible on any camera that I've seen them paired to. AirPods don't sound that great on a phone, but keep in mind, any phone communication headset, these things have some sort of noise cancellation built into them for the purposes of using them on the phone. I found a lav mic that in theory is just a lav mic and it's Bluetooth, and I'm going to try to pair it to this. We'll see what it sounds like. This is what I have found. I haven't even taken it out of the package. I'm not much on unboxing things, so for me, I wanted you to see this is how it's going to come. It was in an Amazon box, but it's got the cardboard and the cellophane around the outside of it. Very green packaging. I'm going to get this out of the package. I'm going to show you what's in the package, and we'll see if we can pair this to the camera. I know there's a lot of conversation and a lot of concern about this camera because it went out to a lot of influencers, creators, whatever people want to call themselves. This one was not sent to me. I purchased this one myself, and I don't feel like I got conned into it. I'm probably going to buy a DJI Osmo Pocket 3, not because of the hype, but because I think it also will be a good camera. It's more of a specialty use camera than this one is. I like to go fishing, and that's one of the things I want to do in the future is do some fishing videos, and I do go a lot at early morning and late evening, and I think this will do better than my GoPro does in lower light. Okay, so this is actually a pretty nice little carry case. It's a hard-sided case, zippered. Don't know how long a zipper will last. It comes with a charging cable, and it is USB-C. Thank you, Rich Chip. I appreciate that. I wish every manufacturer would go to USB-C. So what we've got here is the little lav microphone, and this is a USB-C I/O cable. Supposedly it's in and out, so you can monitor this. I don't know if it has real-time monitoring or not. I will explore that and see. I think I have some 3.5 millimeter headphones somewhere. This is the 3-year warranty. This is the QR code that's going to get you to the app to adjust the settings on this thing. In the manual, these are called leather holders. Looks like a key fob or something for your luggage. And it does come with a dead cat for the microphone. Let me get the app on my phone, and we'll see where we go from there. Okay, I've got this connected to my phone, and in here you've got noise reduction, and I've got 0 through 3, mic sensitivity 0 through 4, and monitoring 0 through 100. Now I'm going to disconnect this from my phone, and I'm going to attempt to connect it to the Ace Pro. Okay, so what we're going to do, you're going to start the camera, swipe down to your menu, go over to the AirPods setting, and it's going to go into search mode because there's no nothing in here. Set the microphone, you just hold it on, and it'll go, if there's nothing paired to it, it's going to go into a search mode or pairing mode. Now it says Rich Chip, and so now Rich Chip is connected to this. So let's go outside and turn on the Insta360 and this little lav mic and see what we got. Okay, I'm outside. It's a little daylight left, a little bit of glow on the horizon back there. In theory, I'm using this microphone. I don't see any kind of a meter on here though, so I don't know. I do see the AirPods icon up there, and I see a battery meter for this little microphone, which I did not charge. So don't know what it's going to do. We'll see what this sounds like, and if this sounds good, I think this might be a good option. In theory, this will work on the DJI Osmo Pocket 3, in theory. See if it works on this one first. All right, I did a really quick outdoor test, and I listened to it, and it sounds okay. I haven't done a comparison to the audio on this. In case anybody's curious, this is a Worker Bee microphone. That's what I'm talking on now. And the camera that I'm using is a Macos HDMI, kind of like a security camera. Works okay, I think. It's going through an HDMI capture card into the USB port on a Mac Mini. I've got a lot more stuff I want to do with the Ace Pro. I've got some filters ordered for it. I'm not going to change my lens right now, although the lens is supposed to be changeable, and I've seen it changed. The lens is glued in place, and the glue can be broken without damage to the camera. I've got a couple of aftermarket mounts for this ordered, and I'm going to build an adapter for 52mm filters because I have a bunch of them, and I'll show you the process on that. Those won't be in for a few weeks. That's all I got for right now. If you're interested in this kind of stuff, I'm going to be doing a lot of follow-up on this camera. I like the camera. All the complaints so far that I've seen people have seem to be biased because other people reviewed it for free, and I don't know if they're just mad because they didn't get a free camera, but it kind of, I don't know. Go look at the other reviews. I'll tell you my opinion on it is there's some sour grapes, but who knows. Listen, I'm still working full-time at my day job. This is just a hobby for me right now, but I'm kind of getting geared up for retirement so I can get a little more into this kind of stuff. I'm going to be doing all this filter checking and building and stuff like that. I like DIY projects, so I'll have a few of those coming up. If you like stuff like this, I'm going to throw a couple other videos up over here. I can catch you in one of those or catch you down the road. I'll be doing more on this camera ASAP.